Coco News time, 6:41.
You're a workaholic, are you? Well, you might be more likely to suffer from OCD, anxiety, and depression.
Joining us on the Coco News Live line, Ray Newman, Chairman and CEO of Zig Ziglar International. So workaholics, are they a problem at work?
Well, you would think not, but sometimes because of the economy and what has happened, we've had the influx of customers coming back, and the ownership and leadership have not hired like they're kind of holding off on hiring people. We put more and more on some of these, on all of our workers, employees, but the ones that really take it on and engage, sometimes they do become overworked.
So let's talk about the OCD, anxiety, and depression. Why, if you're a workaholic, are you more likely to suffer from these things?
Well, I mean, you may have tendencies of those things, and what happens is the stress will bring these things to the top when you get overloaded and then you're not engaged in the work anymore. And the Gallup poll came out in 2015 and said 7 out of 10 employees are disengaged at the workplace. So if you think of a 10-seater bicycle, there's 3 guys up front pedaling like crazy, and then you have 7 guys that are just coasting and not doing anything.
But this, I mean, it almost seems like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We expect people to do more work. They do more work, but they no longer care about it because they're being worked to death.
That's exactly right. It's really important that as leaders and managers of companies, because we do a lot of training right now. It's a $70 billion industry, and the training is up 20% last year, and we're training on communication and stress in the workplace and what it does to you. Your overachievers, a lot of times as managers and leaders, we don't give them any attention or enough attention because we're too focused on those coasters and the problem children, if you will. And it's really important for us to focus on those high performers and do it in a different way, in a different level, try to connect their passion to what they do.
So should bosses not hire workaholics?
Well, I mean, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, you interview a guy, and he looks driven and he's excited. I mean, how do you know he's a workaholic and not just somebody who knows, how to get work done? What we should hire people, but we should also really pay close attention to those people and give them the tools they need to continue to thrive instead of getting beat down.
Well, and that brings me to this. A lot of times you'll ask for vacation. Oh, that's a bad time. You can't go there. Or you can't take the vacation that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we making it so difficult for people to get time off?
Well, and that's kind of trending the other way now. They're saying, we'll put an easy fix to it. Make them take their time off. But that's the worst thing you can do is make somebody that's a high performer take time off. What we need to do is if they request time off, make sure they get it. Number one, put them on priority. And secondly, refocus that high energy into different areas of their life. At Ziglar, we teach Mr. Ziglar's Wheel of Life, and it's about a balance. You've heard of that work-life balance, but balance doesn't come in 24 hours a day anymore. You don't sleep 8 hours, work 8 hours, and then eat with the family at night and spend family time. Balance comes in seasons now. And if you'll take the energy with faith, family, friends, financial, physically, and ask those people to put that energy into other areas, you'll get a much more balanced employee, a much more focused employee, and a much more high-performing employee.
Very interesting. All right. Thank you very much, Ray Newman. He's the chairman and CEO of Zig Ziglar International.